My boyfriend wants me to cuck him and I am not happy. We have been together 4 years and we're F33 M28. First time I agreed because I thought it would be a one-time thing and he set up the guy. About early 20s, black, muscular and a bit big for me. But I went through with it and did not really enjoy it since he is not my type and he was very trash talky and overly pump happy in my vagina and he is large. So it kinda hurt. I made sure he got off but it lasted 30 minutes and I did not enjoy the experience. Next he sets me up again after I told him I didn't want this but I went for it again but this time, he dropped me off and left me there with him after he started on me and I felt helpless since there were 3 men in the sitting room and I then found out they were all expecting sex but after 2 of them, something in me flipped and I screamed and grabbed my clothes and left. They were aggressive, trash talking, had poor hygiene and again pumpy. I could not believe what had happened, so I phoned my BF and crying over the phone I asked him to pick me up and I cried in the bath for hours after the ordeal. He then has the ducking mind to try set me up again but I just tell him no and text the guy telling him to duck off because he was the same guy as before and he was insulting me and him when I looked at the messages. Should I break up with my boyfriend or what should I do? I really need help. Edit. I made a comment with more detail that I thought would help you understand the situation better and I should have added in the first place. I probably should have mentioned it in the post but this is all within just over a week. On the second meet, after the first guy I told them I am going but they just ignored me and the second guy stopped me closing my legs and put it in me. After he finished the third guy told me to shut the duck up and I snapped because I felt like I was borderline raped by that point and was really scared. He tried to go back in me after I pushed him away but the guys were all quite hostile but I had to just run away because I did not know what to do. I was scared for my safety and I am still coming to terms with all of this. I genuinely do not know how to process it all. This topic is discussed occasionally in our forum. Be sure to search through past our sex posts as well. Following Forum Rule 3 you will find some additional helpful discussions. Our forum's past posts are a tremendous resource for people who have all kinds of common questions regarding sexual matters. Searching those posts for relevant discussions will definitely help you here. Pretty sure your boyfriend is getting paid by these guys. Would not be surprised. As far as I understood the fetish kink, a cuck stays to watch and does not just drop off their partner and leave. So yes, I want you to cuck me is likely just an excuse to mask I am actually selling your body for money. Yes, you need to break up with him. That is absolutely so disrespectful. I am not sorry to say this but your boyfriend is a selfish cunt. He has no regard for your feelings or your safety by the sounds of it. The fact that you have expressed that you do not enjoy it and do not want to continue should result in it being stopped then and there, not for him to arrange it again regardless of you and your feelings. Leave him. He is self-centered and self-serving at your expense. I feel like he is the kind of guy to turn it around on you as well. They have no idea the toll this kind of activity can have on us. I am sorry you have had to endure this. It is cruel. Thanks. I am still coming to terms with everything because it is so much so fast and the second time I felt so scared for my safety that I just did not know what to do and kinda just laid there and looked at a mirror on the wall to ignore the guys. My heart's breaking for you. Get away from all of them. This is incredibly unsafe. Incredibly, you are being raped by your BF's kink, and it sounds like every major detail has been left out of the discussion. Stop doing this now. If I were you, I would be done with this guy ASAP. He's pimping you. Dump him. Those guys raped you from the moment you told them to stop and they did not. And I would consider your boyfriend raped you too in a way, since he set up all of this without your consent, and possibly forcing you to consent. From the way you describe, what he is doing could be considered prostitution. Think about it. You do not want to do it. And also he leaves you alone without talking about it first. He is abusive, a disgusting thing, and you should leave him ASAP. When he dropped you off and left you, that should have set off a huge red flag. This is horrifying. He stayed, then we started going at it, and then he left. He told me he would be back soon and I tried shouting him a few minutes later and one of the guys told me that he was gone. Holy crap. Get the heck out of that situation. That is never getting better for you. Human trafficking. You do not have a boyfriend, you have a pimp. Get out. Duck that boyfriend, he is using you. Any more minute you are with him, is a minute wasted in your life. Yes, yup, definitely. Big fan of consent here, and to me it seems like you do not seem to be giving it out and he is taking advantage of you. You do not like this, so next time you do not feel comfortable about something, be firm and stand by your feelings. If your partner respects you, they will let it go, but if they do not, then they should no longer be your partner. Sounds like he is both being a cuck and pimping you out. Dump that dude. Get away from him as fast as you can. If you said no, you were raped and your BF set it up. Shaking my head. Yeah, that is not a good situation at all. I probably should have mentioned it in the post, but this is all within just over a week. On the second meet, after the first guy I told them I'm going, but they just ignored me, and the second guy stopped me closing my legs and put it in me. After he finished, the third guy told me to shut the duck up, and I snapped because I felt like I was borderline raped by that point and was really scared. He tried to go back in me after I pushed him away, but the guys were all quite hostile, but I had to just run away because I did not know what to do. You are raped and your BFF is just as guilty as they are. Why do you think he left? He knew what was going to happen. Break up, most definitely. You are more than allowed to end an encounter that you do not want to have and do not enjoy. You are also allowed and indeed should set the rules for who you let duck you and how. So, yeah, you probably need to dump this terrible excuse for a boyfriend who does not understand that you have basic bodily autonomy and deserve basic human respect. Most people on this subreddit jump to break up too quickly. This time that is 100% the answer. He is treating you like an object for his friends to have their way with. This is unsafe. Get away from him as soon as possible. Sounds like human trafficking. You are being groomed for prostitution. Get out while you still can. Change locks if he has keys to your house, etc. Absolutely. Please break up with him. Worried for your safety. Get out now. I had a friend in a situation like this. It was an actual cuck situation and it only escalated over the years. Then she had kids and thought it would stop, but after a while it picked up again until it finally came to a breaking point. Do yourself a favor and save the time. Geez, what happened to this ducking world? Why is everyone mainstreaming cucking as a natural healthy thing? Beta males everywhere, shaking my head. Yes, you should dump him. What is it with women who think it is okay to be treated like yesterday's garbage and want to be with a man who acts like that? There are enough of us who will treat you like queens to look for better. Never see him again ever. Confront him about it, and if he still tries to say that it is for him, just break up on the spot. I am not sure how you will feel about talking to him though, because he sounds like an ass and your story sounds like rape. I did say run because it sounds bad. I think it might be dangerous to confront him. There is a possibility that this is not a kink of his, but a business. He may be prostituting her out. OP. I almost never say this, but run. Get somewhere safe, and then report this to the police. He may have done this to others as well. Break up. You have shitty boyfriend. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing for more videos.